Today definitely a different game to the normal style you'd see on my channel. So, exciting news for me this week. I got a new computer. And one of the limitations of the games that I was playing was that I couldn't play anything that sort of like had any sort of beef behind it because, yeah, it would just make my computer and the video drag extremely badly. Now, with my new computer, I hopefully can play things as extreme as this playing what I'm playing here is Elden Ring on full graphics. So this is in part a test video to see how it goes. Also, just for those curious about my uh, seemingly never-ending calm temperament, how it goes in playing a game like Elden Ring. So this is certainly well, a part of the game that I haven't mentioned before. That point that I just left there is the furthest forward that I've been. So this is all new to me. Let's see how I cope with the constant dying that is to be expected in like Elden Ring. So it looks like we got someone pretty giant down there. It's probably just a... It's like a dude firing some big arrows. So let's see. So it does mean as well that if game recommendations is something that you've done, or you've sort of like had games that previously I've said like, oh, maybe not that, just because I can't, sort of like my computer definitely can't handle it. Well, that may not be the case anymore. So obviously we're going to see how this test goes, and then, yeah, and then explore our options. All right, let's see what happens if we get us close to this guy. What now? There we go. So I do suspect that I might be slightly higher level than what this area has to offer. I certainly am sure that my weapon is way better than the area I went through earlier in the game. I opened a chest that teleported me, and when I did that, I went to an area where I successfully killed a few guys that felt way tougher than I was, but managed to beat them using magic. And as a result, I ended up with this weapon. And ever since, I've wandered this side of the world. The extra swing of confidence. Let's see what we got in here. Alright, well, firstly we got another save point, which is always nice. Class-wise, I'm playing as the prisoner. Why am I playing as the prisoner? It's because I let my daughter choose my class when I first started, and she thought the mask was funny. For me, I'm more disappointed that I haven't found anything that's better suited for me, armor-wise. Just playing this game as well. I'd say too that don't be too critical on the way that I play, my strategy, my approach, and all that, unless I'm doing something that's gleamingly incorrect. Feel free to mention that, but otherwise, like, this is this is me just having fun playing the way that I play. Can't take it too seriously. Alright, looks like I've already missed the major battle here. Assume I can't use my a ring. Yeah, well, these guys I want to get my shield out. Now I'm still using my tiny shield because it means I can still use medium armor as opposed to being limited to just heavy and being slower on my roll. Alright, let's get my shield up there. Don't want to... Oh! I made quick work of me there. Alright, so what lessons to learn there? Don't let them separate and keep them on the same side of me. I think I'm just shy of being able to level up, actually, with the amount of experience I dropped there. That is one of the other things that I learnt quickly in this game was prioritize getting back and getting your experience you dropped on the ground. Even if you die in the fight because you're trying to get it, you're better off making sure it's still there, especially when it's such a sizable amount of my experience per level at the moment. Don't want to lose it all. But again, I've also have to realize that there's a point where you just have to accept that you've lost that particular piece of experience, and then in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to be a huge chunk of the experience available in the world. So just in those situations, just cope with the loss. Alright, let's have a look at where it is. Over there. There's the second dog. Right there, but let's get that. Gotta get that second jump that he comes for, but I think the guy's so occupied he doesn't even notice. Definitely better to go for that guy first. You get the jump on them, they certainly become a lot easier. I do have my magic too, so I can start trying to just drag these guys towards me. I don't think the dogs are gonna all pull together. Those guys feel like they will all pull together. Kill. Also got this dog wandering across that guy. I think he's probably who we want to target. See the nice hit that that's going to do on these guys. I've found that my magic is really breadwinner of damage that I'm doing. Question is whether I can get these two dogs separately. Man. Man, I missed a few significant shots in there. It's definitely, I think that is enough XP to level up now though. It's almost a good argument to go back and use it. I don't like heading backwards in this to go, like if I'm working through an area to sort of progress it, it doesn't seem like worthwhile going backwards to level up. I don't feel like that one level is the difference between me doing this successfully and unsuccessfully. I think probably the difference there is going to be just using magic to kill these guys. But like I said before, the priority now becomes getting that back, but it should be right there. I fought these guys far enough this way that I probably can get that before I initiate anyone. Or if I just get the one guy, that's... Oh, he bites faster than I do. That's a 2-bite combo that he does. Well, guess that's me. Already lost one potion and half my next health bar. I only killed one of them, so I may as well go back and level up after that. And then it means that this all becomes a lot less risky because I'm only doing like a few hundred XP as opposed to a level worth. strategy to my leveling has been very all over the place. Not something I've read into or read for what any good recommendations are or anything, so I am just merrily going along. Oh, I don't have enough runes yet. 200 off. Okay. So I think I've ended up making myself very sort of across the board good, as opposed to sort of focusing in on anything. I did get a weapon early on that made me push a little bit harder to weapons and like dexterity and strength. I think the prisoner, I'm getting the sense that it's a pretty... Actually, probably just should have reset the map anyway. Back down there. Let's find out what happens if we try and attack these guys. I'll stay back this way though, so that I can retrieve my... second swing. Actually, I reckon it's the thing that took me the longest to get used to in this game was only swinging the amount of times I need to get the action done that I like to do the amount of hits I want to do. Because if you just keep swinging, you're going to keep making your actions go through, and then you're going to like just sort of get yourself killed. I mean, I get myself killed plenty anyway. But... This makes me feel a lot better about my thought earlier that I might be a bit higher level than what this area is. I don't think... I think a lot of this game is sort of choreographing the way that you're meant to fight each individual bad guy. So level only plays a small part in it. It would be nice if I was dealing in an area that wasn't on the opposite side of a very big elevator though. Definitely appreciate that. But... Alright, but at least the fight there was nice and strategic and we left that in a good spot. Okay, so let's try and use some magic to make life a bit easier. Looks like there's a big guy over in that top right hand corner beyond what we're looking at here. So what we're now going to do is a combination of one of those and then try and time when they get nice and close. Seems to be the best way to deal with these. Definitely don't like the look of that big guy on the other side. That does seem to make a compelling argument for trying to have as many guys dead as possible before you face him. Especially now I've got enough mana for my level up. Does sound like there's something going on through this wall though. So I assume he's not the be all and end all of this keep. Oh, it's one of those guys. Okay, I've fought them before. So we want to try and fight this guy by staying in this area with him. Luckily my magic is quite powerful. The amount of time it takes for me to get up might be... not when it's hitting him in the helmet. Try and turn him around. There we go. One thing I've also got to work on is trying to get behind guys and do sort of stealth kills. A lot of times I just sort of wind up on them. I think you've got to get really cozy, like, oh, not even enough to get them down. I do find myself playing Elden Ring in very short spurts. Usually it's only played between two sets of lights, unless it's a very quick turnaround between the two. Like I've got a slightly faster swing than he does. This is where we're definitely getting into dangerous territory. That if I die, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna be a long way between me and my my runes. There's no guarantee I'll get back on that second run. Oh, got their attention. Let's not risk too much with these guys. Where are you backing off to, buddy? Ow. Change weapons. Couple of big arrows in my shoulder there. Oh, feathers, I guess. I don't have any mana left, but at least I've got some health. I don't know if anyone else has found this, but this is definitely a game where I regularly mixed up what was attack and what was use item. But funnily, the game that I was similar style game that I was offsetting with this is My Time in Portia, which is attack with X. And so the amount of times that I was going, all right, attack, quick response attacks, and I'm just burning through all my potions. Luckily, I've got a bit of a handle on that. Just concerned at the idea of fighting a couple of guys at the same time. There's a portal down there. Is that Death Height? I don't think it is. Let's try and land on that wall. Yeah, definitely not Death Height. Okay. But am I outside the castle now? It's alright. I will willingly take this spot just for the just for not losing that experience. Let's go some mind. That choice there is because I do find that I do rely heavily on my mana points. Now, is there any way back over the walls here? Does this break? Maybe there isn't. Suppose I can just explore down there. Hope my controller movements aren't too jarring as well. Interesting. Not see you coming. Man, they are surviving with a scary good health. Luckily, none of them are paying attention. Oh, another one of those guys. Oh. Realize I've got that other guy coming behind me too. Ah! Roll happy there. Right, luckily everyone up to there except for the slimes was just sort of walk up behind him and stab him in the back. Whoa. All that did was just sort of make a few guys angry. Lost my groove here. Okay, let's try using my secret weapon on this guy. Ugh. And I don't like burning through my potions, but I mean it works, right? And I mean if I get them back soon enough, win. Pick up my listening to something coming up. Blade Talisman. That makes me wonder if what I should now do is just sort of portal back to the other point I was at. I don't think there's anything else to come this way. But work out a way to keep going back up the tower. Did I check to see if there was anything in the other direction? I don't think that guy's going to be straight down here, though. Oh, that sludge guy's moved away, at least. I can hear something sort of sparkling away. There's a safe way down over here. Is that death height? And how much XP am I going to lose if I'm wrong? There you are. See, there's a boss fight down there. Try and land on that beam. We got rats down there. That's alright. It's always nice if they group together. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to get my shield out. Not cast a spell. Well, I mean, that's going to be a long wander back. At least unless I can just drop down here. Soft, maybe? Do I lean my head over the edge as well when I look over? I sure do. I mean, all I've got to do really is just wander along here, kill these 4 guys, 3 guys. And hop down. It's funny that if you do a stealth sort of stab on one of these guys, it unlocks them from being your target. I mean, it also frees them from being killed while they're laying on the ground. Nope. Swap over to my shield now, so I stop doing that. What was my way down? I won't worry him. Bummer I didn't kill that first guy when I landed on him. It's making me wonder if I should go this way though. I can just sort of land closer to the exit and duck out. Either way, it's that rule of pick that up first. That's my marker. Alright, well that's probably as good a time as any to call this a game. Let's see how that held up, if the recording coped. And yeah, let me know what you think. Interested in seeing me play more or something like this? Does it open the door to something else that you think that'd be good for me to play? Let me know. And until next time, I'll catch you later. See ya.